Disclaimer on this, if you don't like seeing deceased fish. So I stopped after 7 days of Hex Shield and he was doing really good. And literally last night I seen he was kind of doing some erratic swimming. So I pulled him out and the redness had been spreading in from the sides. And so I immediately put him in here and started redosing him with Hex Shield, but he was just kind of going through the motions on instinct. And if you think about it, hole in the head it starts on the surface, you know, it eats through the wind and the wind tissue dies off, but once it opens holes and starts getting in through the skull there, it's, you know, that's into the brain. So I know the Hex Shield was helping. This fell off and it was turning white. It looked like it was healing. There was no more redness. But I guess going forward, lesson learned, because that redness was creeping back in there. I've got it. I think with hole in the head, Hex Shield should be continued until you see it healing up. So it was helping, but apparently it just wasn't long enough for the level of infestation. So I'm gonna think on if I want to, because I'm treating all my fish for externals right now. I moved everybody into the 300 gallon. Absolutely everybody. And started with a salt treatment, because when fish have external parasites, their immune system's first response is to build up excess slime coat to protect from those parasites. But then the problem is that slime coat can then cover and protect the parasites. They can live underneath that slime coat and the medications can't get to them. So some heat and salt can help strip away that slime coat, start killing off the parasites, and then make it easier to dose medications because they'll get where it needs to. So I'm already treating for external parasites. I really don't know about doubling up again on internals, but being that was such a bad case of hole in the head, I feel like I should do a little bit longer of Hex Shield. I don't know. This really kind of sucks. And it's my own fault for getting plants from 2 different places and fish from 3 different places all at once and trying to just re-quarantine everybody. I've exposed my fish to multiple possible pathogens. That microscope, I absolutely love that microscope, but I did a scrape and found, because myself, I do love Mike to death, his prices are great, but my Southwest koi fish have just been a complete bust this year. I moved everybody in here emergency yesterday because I found on my Ryukins, my short-tailed Ryukins from him, they had blood streaks on the sides of the body, actually blood spots. And I thought maybe I had miscalculated my Prozi dose somehow and that it was too strong, but then I found it in the Aranda breeding tank with the other Aranda from Southwest Koi. So not the Southwest Koi one, but the breeding male I put in with her had the same bloody red streaks on the body. I did a scope, and all I could find was an excess amount of ick, which ick is dormant in any system a lot of times and will flare up out of nowhere. But it's usually, I consider it a secondary symptom to something else going on and stressing the fish out and letting ick take over. So, love that microscope. Really stressed about my Southwest koi fish. This is hole in the head, you know, lice, ick. So it's been really, really frustrating. So everybody's gonna endure a couple more days of at least external, and maybe some more days of internal. I haven't made up my mind, because like I said, you can end up bringing on dropsy with too much medications, because they're processed through the kidney and the liver, and too much can damage it, and then you end up bringing on dropsy, trying to ensure health in your fish. So